Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. We're back with Grand Arena, first match, second week, season 24. We're going to start with a quick recap of how the defenses did during last week's round. Unfortunately, we had that crash in round 3, which cost us a 2-1 week. We ended up going 1-2 because of that. That was a winnable match, and we had a path forward. First round's defense. This was a banner match. I think he one-shot every team. He saved everything for offense, and we've been vulnerable against teams that save everything for offense. Yeah, so he one-shot everything. Second round, this was a win. My opponent stopped playing after a few matches. He had more teams. He was doing okay at first, and then I think, yeah, he struggled up against the Executor and stopped there. But it's what I want to see our teams like Dash here, how they're losing. Qui-Gon, I have had a Gear 12 Qui-Gon last week, seeing how he's going down. Which of these teams are doing well or not. We have Kyle Katarn here and Mon Mothma losing in the first round. Same kind of deals. Dash is going down to Bounty Hunters. Mon Mothma losing to Palpatine. Just seeing how these new teams are doing and to see whether or not they're worth me putting on defense. In third round, this is what we got. Geos losing up against the Bounty Hunters. This is a good result. It's why I put the Bounty Hunters on defense. It's because people are treating these Executor level Bounty Hunters like they're lower relic Bounty Hunters or non-relic Bounty Hunters, and they don't function the same way. You can't counter them with the same level of characters. And so he brought in Geos, which would have cleared Bounty Hunters before, and it's a timeout. But the rest of this, he takes in some of these undersized teams, clears most of it. He saved a lot for offense, but he split up a lot of his squads. He was a little bit more even between offense and defense, which gives me a better shot when I'm at that 1 Galactic Legend versus 4 Galactic Legend deficit. And then he took a number of shots up against the Executor. I did his fleets much more cleanly. But this week, this round, we are going to be looking at my opponent. Let's see. So we're still in Kyber 2. My opponent here is Chuck. We'll take a quick look at his collection. He's got JMK. This is a 4 Geo player with SLKR, JML, and Ray to pair with it. When we look at the hotbot, you can see how much red he has from having those Galactic Legends. But overall, better guild. Lifetime banners, though, they're in the range of a person who participates but doesn't care as much about full clears. What I've seen with a number of players is they'll play just enough to win, and once they've secured a win, they'll stop playing, or if things don't go well, they stop playing. I just keep going. Like, I care about getting the full clear. I'll just keep throwing teams until there's no chance where I feel like I can fight my way through. Top 80 GP is higher. He's got more Zetas, but with 4 GLs, that is how it should be. But considering he has, 6 Zetas, a GL, and he's got, so 24 of his 150 Zetas are all towards Galactic Legends. So I have more Zeta distribution on the rest of my roster. He has way more relics, but I've been slowly adding them. Maybe sometime I'll show, like a month ago, where these 6.mod stats were and where these gear stats are. These numbers are increasing quickly. I was closer to 50 a couple weeks ago than I was to 60. 6.mods, he has slightly more than me, but way less than me. So that is a good sign. So I have the much faster overall roster. Most of his relics are in the tier 1 to 3 and tier 5 range, and tier 7. So they're either low relic, mid relic, or in the higher relic. His JML is faster than mine, so we need to be aware of. I need to remod my Jedi Knight Luke. No Moff Gideon, but he has a number of speed advantages on a lot of these characters. No Executor. Let's jump in here, see if he's gone yet, break down his defense. He had a very consistent Grand Arena history that I was able to plan around. So I'm expecting things not to change. And I've got a strategy. He puts 2 GLs down out of his 4. And I've got a shot. Oh yeah, I looked at this earlier. That's right. So up top, he one-shot all those teams, but he probably used some of his stronger teams. Down below, and I changed some of my defense. The biggest change is Dash I kept for offense. I just want to do some testing with Dash because I've been considering his Omicron. So I want to get more of a feel for him because he's been on defense basically the whole time, so I haven't really utilized him outside of Conquest. One-shot all these teams, but my Qui-Gon team is much stronger. I put relics on Qui-Gon and Ayla during the off period. And the other thing, I kept Cat. Or what did I do with her? I took her off No, I kept her with Pat. Oh, I took Jedi Knight Anakin off. That's what I did. It weakens Padme. As some of these characters are pulled out of these squads and you don't get these ideal squads anymore, and you're weakening certain defensive teams, I'm wanting to find newer teams I can throw on defense because my defense is not where I want it to be. So Geos, like, I don't throw them on defense, but I did because they're drawing counters. That's their only job. Bad Batch, they're a team I prefer on offense, but with some of the teams I decided to keep, I needed to throw something on defense. And then Mon Mothma here did her job. I'm happy with that. Now taking a look at what he has for me. Up top is Jedi Master Luke and Grievous. We'll probably Night Sisters that Grievous. Jedi Master Luke is going to have to take one of my teams, and I only have one Galactic Legend. Phasma, Bossk down below. Respectable, but not terrifying. And actually, the Jango on that Bossk team is notable because he throws Maul down, and it means either he didn't put Maul on defense or his Maul team is even weaker this week than it was in his Grand Arena history. Bottom territory, we are looking at SLKR, and that is why things are going to be tricky. Because I have to split my Jedi between these 2 Galactic Legends in order to have a chance. I'm probably going to lose the SLKR, but hopefully it's in a position where CLS can clean it up. Jedi Master Luke is in a situation where I hopefully win it. Otherwise, like, I'm not going to be able to clean up 2 of these Galactic Legends. Or I don't think I will. The rest of this, we got a Bad Batch team, but it's not a complete Bad Batch team. No Omega, and Tech is not at Relics. But the important ones are where they need to be. Old Republic has Nest, which means I probably can't Kylo it. I'm not going to find out. I'm not going to chance it like that. I think we just got to start with the Galactic Legends and figure out what kind of day we're going to have. My plan for Night Sisters... See, here's the thing. I could do Troopers up against Night Sisters, but I think I'm going to have to do Troopers up against Bad Batch. Actually, Bad Batch was not on his defense before. That's a change from last week. So maybe that's a swap he did where Bad Batch are now on defense. He saved Maul for offense. So that is a change. So I did not plan around that, which is why I paused on it. All right, thing is, this Jedi Master Luke's not going to be that easy because he's got some high relics on certain characters, and the key Jedi are on this squad. When I've done this before in the past, it was a pretty weak Jedi Master Luke team. So like that's still a good Jedi Master Luke team. Let's just see what happens. So it's going to be Jedi Master Luke, Gas. Let's get down to the Jedi. Gas, Jolie, Grandmaster Yoda, and we're going to put in Watt, which will weaken my Maul team, but we can throw protection on Jedi Master Luke, which will make him super tanky, negate some of their countering, but Jedi Knight Revan's going to get around it, so we're going to need to try and clear Revan quickly. But this could be tough. I'm probably not going to do too much talking because I'm going to need to play this faster and hope I don't time out. Because that's the concern. They're not going to wipe me out, or they hopefully won't wipe me out, but it could be a timeout. Let's get into it. All right. We're going to throw on the protection or the tank tech onto JML. He goes first because he's way faster. We're going to hit him with our own E-Flex. They're doing their stuff. Let's steal some mods and stealth, spread our own buffs around, and we need to... We're going to pull turn meter from Yoda. And we're going to spread around inherited teachings as much as we can right now. And whenever we can attack with Jedi Master Luke, we're going to be targeting Jedi Knight Revan. Let's see if we can keep Jolie alive by calling him on with assists. Let me read this again. Start of each enemy's turn. Let's throw that on Gas because he's going to want turn meter more. Yoda's going to be gaining turn meter just from the assists. He doesn't need it as much, even though the damage is nice. I'm just calling in Jolie to keep him alive. I am worried about this. They're not going to be able to get through JML, but this is I'm already very worried. Yeah. You know what? No, the thing is, I needed Bastilla for the other squad. Maybe I should have just focused down on JML. Yeah, now it's over. I'd rather go for the full clear though. This is why I need to get a second Galactic Legend. Is what this really means. And get my mods faster. If I had Bastilla Lead, they would not have been able to take out JML, but I need Bastilla for the second counter. Now let's see how that one goes. Alright, this is what? Jedi Knight Revan, JKL, Old Ben, Hermit Yoda, Bastilla. Okay. But maybe this is how things are going to go with a lot of people from Kyber 1 falling down into Kyber 2. Things have been tougher for me this week or the last week so far. Last week, no, I could have won a couple of those. Alright, swapping with Jedi Knight. Luke, stun everybody. Foresight. And we're going to mark Hux. Now this is the RNG moment. This removes turn meter, right? He doesn't have any, so let's go over here. Alright, we got some nice ability blocks. So we are going to call in Jedi Knight Luke. Sith Trooper will just use his basic to assist, which is fine. We don't want to hit Stormtrooper because whenever he counters, and he will counter, he's going to call in someone to assist. And we don't want Sith Trooper to assist, so we're going to hit Kylo. And we'll do Master's Trim. Can we go here at Sith Trooper? He's still around. We're going to hit Stormtrooper with Hermit Yoda because he'll stealth. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I think I messed up by doing that. We can clean this up, though. We're not going to win this. We can throw up blind. What does this do again? Okay, so he's losing. Well, that doesn't work on it. Whatever, let's just do it. Okay, you can at least do blind. Okay, we can clean it up though, which is all I really need. It's still possible we win this depending on if Chuck comes back to clean this stuff up. We'll just be efficient on everything else. Why am I doing this? This is why I've got squads. I don't like to take chances with Geo cleanups. I'm just going to use my CLS. Yeah, let's get that bonus turn pulse. No, we didn't get the turn meter. Let's call in Han. And there we go. I think during the next off week, we're going to just be upping a bunch of relics too. Because there's, like, my Yoda on that JML team, that was a weak Yoda. I should have a higher relic Yoda. I've just been holding back my materials because I want to get Jedi Master Kenobi. So we're going to play this we'll do Dark Trooper and Stark because we're going to be keeping range for Verso. And he has a fast Echo. I don't think he's fast enough though. So his Echo is 296. I've got a 283 Moff Gideon and a 312 Piet. And we're getting additional speed from Veers' lead, so we should be fine. Piet should be the first one to go. The only thing is I miss having Range Trooper to mark. I'm going to put on Stark. I'm going to focus on Echo, call all the assists there. This team falls apart as soon as Echo's gone. We can even just do the AoE should take him out. Yeah. Throw up the advantage. Throw on an armor shred. AoE. Yeah, it's over now. Actually, let's hit tech. Since he's gear 12, we can get some more turn meter going. I also want to get a Dark Trooper relic. Some Night Sisters. Let's take a look up top again. He knows I have or he might not have checked, but it looked like from his Grand Arena history, anytime his opponent had the Executor, he wouldn't even bother attacking. There's so much time left. I think he'll probably check sometime tomorrow, see that I've cleared more teams with him, and then clear these other 3 squads. I'm hoping he doesn't. So we got Grievous, that's going to be Night Sisters. The Bad Batch threw off my plan, so I just gotta see where I am with these teams. Bossk, I had Maul assigned. Phasma, I had... This is where I was gonna try Dash, which could go poorly. I might not do it there. I could also do Dash. I could try Dash against the Old Republic. No, they're not gonna get through Nest. Yeah, they won't get through Nest. So Night Sisters, my plan was troopers. We have a dilemma. Could Kylo could probably still get through that nest if I just play it smart. I just need to make sure I take my turns. But Nest could also stun, do big hits. And I might not be able to target Nest when I want with the taunt up on. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to Kylo this. It'll be more complicated. I could still lose it. But I think I can do it. I just got to be more careful. Let's see if we can just stun Nest to start. No, we don't stun her, of course. She's probably modded for tenacity. She should... I should have just played this normal and done the AoE. We're going to throw a basic. Oh, there was Foresight, yeah. Throw a basic. I want to get the healing immunity. If we can get rid of Zelbar early. Yeah. Come on. Alright, there we go. We should be fine. I just need to plan around. There's blind, so we're going to do the AoE, get retribution. We're just going to do a big hit on Nest whenever she takes a turn. That's a little annoying. There we go. Alright, this is over. Had that been a relic nest, I wouldn't have done it. Okay. That gives us some flexibility now. I was going to use Traya elsewhere because there's probably Geos on the back wall, but maybe we'll just use like Vader or something. We'll do we'll just Traya this so we can get through it and see what we've got on the back wall. We also have Tuskens now. I have Gear 11 Tuskens. No Omegas though. But most of those Tusken Omegas were like extra damage, extra heal. Let's increase those cooldowns. Stealth. AoE, throw pain everywhere. Get that isolate on zombie and increase the cooldowns on nests. Now we're just gonna start working on Daka. No, not Daka. We're gonna annihilate Daka. Let's just start working on Telzine. Actually, Talia can cleanse out those debuffs, so I kind of want to get her out of the way, but she doesn't have pain, so I'm going to do this ability over on Telzine. I want to save that for after I use Annihilate, so I'm just did the basic. I'm just bringing down the protection right now, because if I take out anybody, people are going to get turn meter. Alright, let's take out Daka. Now I'll take out a couple people. Now we use Drain Life. Kind of surprised he didn't die right then. I don't know why I just did that. We're gonna annihilate Ventress, so I'm just ignoring her. Okay. Let's see what we've got on this back wall. I'm hoping for that Maul team because I want to Jawa bomb it. Even if it loses, I want to see what happens. We did it once before in a cleanup scenario against a 4-man Maul team, and it worked beautifully. But now I have Gear 11 Jawas. I want to see how they do it on a first try. So, give me Maul. Come on now. Oh yeah. And it's going to be weaker, though, because Django isn't there. But this is higher gear than he had a week ago on these guys. This is go in. I just want to do it. I want to see what happens. If I lose because of this, so be it. I have no idea which slot you're in now. There we go. But Django not being here is going to help me. Because a lot of these guys don't do a ton of damage on basics. Which means my Jawas are going to die off as quick, and we're going to get those thermal stacks. Django would be scarier, Canderous would be a little scarier. Which means if this does work, an asterisk is going to need to be on this. Alright, let's get some turn meter. Yeah, let's do it. Because there should be stacks of thermal going around when they counter. Yeah. It's not high enough yet, so I'm just going to basic. Taunt. I want to draw in some of these attacks. kind of... No! That's the only one you can't kill. I wonder if that's an RNG thing or if they targeted him on purpose. And I'm wondering if we did things with mods, if we could have altered that result. Okay. Let's just clear the rest of this stuff. Padme used to keep Padme. No, Padme. My plan was Empire. Although we're going to keep Vader off. How fast? She's 289 speed. I gotta check. Don't I start out with any speed? Is in the unique? See this here. Let's do it anyway. Really, I should be throwing in Vader with this, but Geos now. I need Vader for Geos is the problem, because Jawas are now gone. Traya is gone. Just the Night Sisters I gotta save for Grievous, which means most of my Geo counters are gone. Let's do this. I also need to find a way to counter Maul, which probably was going to be Empire. Now that I think about it, that would have been a good shot. All right. I'm going to target Mace until Anakin goes, because right now I don't want to trigger his special or his unique. Alright, now we can go after him. Oh, they're still under stealth. That's why I can't target them. This feels like overkill. I guess I could take my Maul team up against his Maul team, which means I need another solution for bounty hunters. But I would rather go up against bounty hunters than I would having to go up against this Maul team. I do have no... See, if I had Bad Batch on it, like I like... Here's an idea. It's probably a bad idea. What if we do Dash up against Maul? Because I need to test out Dash. And Grievous is not a great option. I guess Phasma was what I was thinking, right? Let's think about this. Because what I like about using Dash up against Maul is they're going to have to focus in on somebody. And they don't have a lot of AoEs outside of Bo-Katan. Bam can ignore taunt on the whistling birds, but that's it. Mando can go around taunts. Really wish they'd go after my scavenger. Alright, let's take a look at these smugglers for a second, because my smugglers are bad. But mechanically, it would be a bet that they would be targeting L3 and they can't get to Vandor, and L3 would keep reviving. So they're entering prepared. And they get a bunch of these stats, so the tanks are getting more health. There's going to be some speed and potency. Who cares, really? We're getting a bunch of these other stats. Critical hits are going to be giving turn meter. We can throw down a bunch of dazes. It feels like it could work. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but this feels possible. And I know I shouldn't do Young Han, but the thing is, Young Han's damage increases. And he can throw protection up, so he's actually going to be a little less vulnerable to things, plus he can potentially be revived by Vandor. The only other option is, what other scoundrels do we have? Quill and IG-11, they'd be more for defense. They're more timeout. I'm going in. I feel like there's something to this. Let's find out how I'm wrong. Because I want to put the Omicron on Dash, but this Ackbar situation has changed things for me. Okay, so that AoE was bad. Okay, we got our prepared back. Okay, we need to... kind of want to taunt. We're going to do the taunt. We're not going to take... We're not going to... Okay, we got it prepared back. Alright. This will daze everybody. And this will stagger everyone. We just might not do enough damage where, especially with armor, is going to cause some problems. I don't like that healing immunity. Okay, so it dispels stuns. The what's it's called? The increased cooldowns on Han is disrupted. No, that's bad. That's the end of it. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I'm just trying to see if I get lucky. Okay, we got lucky. Okay. We got lucky. This feels like maybe at relics this could be a thing, but no way at the levels we're at. And we just have no damage here. This is definitely a superior defensive squad. Alright. The more that we do that dice move, we're increasing our... Bow is a nuisance for my plans. I can see why this is an effective defensive squad. See, with the Omicron, everyone would still have prepared. But this is kind of why I haven't already put on that Omicron. It would let me put in more other non-smugglers, but I don't know if I care enough. The biggest problem is Han hasn't been going enough, and I haven't been able to ramp up his damage. Maybe with a higher gear Han, this would be a different scenario. What? I wasn't prepared? Oh my god. We need to get this squad a little faster too. I'm honestly pretty happy with this result. We were almost dead several times. Although a more competent opponent or a non-AI opponent probably would have just ripped through this. I don't know. It was worth the test. I have Iden Verso too. I just don't have a Mon Mothma team to go up against, which maybe I'll do Iden Verso up against that Phasma team. That might be an interesting test. Where's my Stormtrooper? I think I want the pre-taunt though. No, I don't care about it. It's gear 12. We don't need the pre-taunt. Let's throw in Stormtrooper though, and we will put in the probe droid. Kind of wish the test would have worked out, but good results. We're definitely going to have to do Jawas up against Maul again, though. I need to know if that was a fluke or if that's designed. This is why I wanted a pre-taunt. And what was I doing? I played this, I wasn't paying attention. I played this like I had Palpatine. I needed to do the other ability. I deserve to lose this. I was talking and not paying attention. This is the danger of recording these videos. Oops. You need to pay attention sometimes. Yeah, that was a win had I done Merciless Massacre and not Force Crush. And we may not be able to clean that up now. We could still bring Night Sisters up against it, but Night Sisters was my Grievous plan. Oh, we have... No, we can do it. I've got Shaak Teen clones. I forgot about them. That's my Grievous solution now. I forgot about them because I've been throwing them on defense a lot lately. Although I wonder if Night Sisters could probably handle Maul. Unless they're programmed to target Daka. Oh, that was a mistake. Throw some protection on Rex. Concerned about my health, but we need to take out B2 at least. I need to heal up. Bringing down these stacks. Alright. Echo's more important. Alright, there goes B1, AoE, sacrifice. Alright. Really wish we didn't mess up that Vader. Alright, this is Iden Verso. Let's see if she can punch up against other teams. It's gonna be Iden, Death Trooper, Shore Trooper. Yeah. With the shared health, the offense, I think we're in good shape. We're going to call the assist onto Officer because he's really the engine that makes this team work. Get our buffs up. Kind of surprised we're not doing more damage, but every time there's an out-of-turn attack, the damage is increasing, the offense is increasing. So we're going to be doing more and more damage as this encounter continues. We need to take care of Fox, though, because the revive buff Fox can take out. We need to get rid of him. Alright. Executioner is definitely the next biggest threat. Alright. Now I'm wondering how these guys would have done up against, like, Bossk. This was easy for them. I really like how Death Trooper works with this squad. The basic applies the daze, and then with a second hit will stun anyone who has daze. I think everyone here is gear 11, right? Oh, Verso's at gear 10. Oh, I like it. Do I have to... No, Verso up against bounty hunters would have been dumb because they could have just executed and then there would be no revive. So that's not an option. I wish we had another... See, I want to test out Maul versus Geos... Night Sisters versus Maul. But we can't. Because it's more important that I clear the bottom. And because of testing and other foolishness... Our only real option is Night Sisters. The thing No, it's our only real option. If I wanted to be crazy... They have preloaded turn meter, though. No, it's Night Sisters. See, Jawas could take this team out now. Vader should have worked. These Night Sisters maybe could have even taken out that Padme team. But we tested out Dash. Good defensive result. I really don't want to continue testing Dash on offense, but it's my big goal for this week was to keep testing Dash. Tested out Jawas up against Maul. We're definitely going to have to do it again. But I think I do need to tweak the mods on it. Bo-Katan with that Dispel, that was really key. We just need people to die off so we can start ramping our health and our damage. Yeah, let's do the AoE. There, we got a stun over there. Let's spread the plague. I would like to get a stun on Poggle if we can. Or that. Alright. There we go. I should have healed. Because we would have got more... I guess only one more banner. Do I have another option here? I really don't. See, usually I like CLS the squad. I could have Palpatined it. And I think I'd be in a better position to clean up that Padme squad with something than clean up this Maul squad. I think I got to bring my own Maul up against it. But that means we're in trouble for the bounty hunter team. Unless... I'm gonna do something here. Ill-advised, but I want to give myself a chance to clear out these next two teams. Let's ASing. They've preloaded turn meter. This is probably going to go poorly. Could have thrown it in against the bounty hunters, but I don't think that's going. I think this has a better chance of working because of Zam's thermal mechanics. And the gear difference, really. That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, none of that's working. Okay. We just gotta maul it. There's no other way. But we have nothing we can throw at those bounty hunters. I shouldn't have done that because I gave him a stack of whatever it's called. Is it Rampage? Anguish. Armor shred is what I want. This is going to be annoying, but we're going to get through it. Bow here. Okay. She was the one I was most annoyed with because she heals. She helps the whole squad heal. And for whatever reason, I'm ignoring the taunt, so let's attack there. Yeah, there was nothing interesting about that. It was good testing. Fully expect my opponent to come back later and get more banners. He only has to beat one more team because we did not play efficiently. The only question is, can we do anything here? I think we only have like Droidica. I should have kept armor for Wampa. Armor didn't do anything to that Mandalorian squad. Because Wampa's not going to do anything without armor right now. I'm just wondering if we can pick this team apart with multiple attempts. let's do that. Okay. We'll throw this on Bossk to start. Okay, that's starting to spread it around. We only get 1 days. Well, if we're gonna get days in one spot, I don't mind it on a Relic 7 Django. There's no way this is going to do this. See, if I had armor and we could recover my protection. We have to focus down on Bossk. There's no other way. I guess it's possible. What if we did? See, this is what I'm. What I meant by I feel like we have a false sense of security right now. If Nute was still alive, maybe there's a crazy scenario where we somehow find a way. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, we're gonna stealth. Oh, Dengar messed up my stealth. Come on, stealth. Or, I mean, stun. No. No, 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 no. Alright, come on. Come on, Zeta Dooku. Okay, we can stealth now. That's good. Are you kidding me? That was definitely not gonna happen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's the false. See, I think if armor was here and we could recover some protection. I kind of wish I had a probe droid left too. We need like the stuns and stuff. Let's pretend we have an Ackbar Omega, which we don't, and see what the functionality of that squad would be. We would do Ackbar, Leia, and Fulcrum. Probably Captain Han. I would do maybe a Bodhi or a Stormtrooper Han. Oh, these guys are too weak. I mean, there's other characters. We're gonna do Biston here. Because at least with his frenzy, he'll be able to take a bunch of turns, but this is not... Just not what I want. Maybe if we had more of an advantage, if we could have taken out that Bossk, that would have been sweet. Alright, we get our own frenzy. Let's... Stealth late? No, I don't know. Alright, Leia goes under stealth. We only have like 2 buffs to take. So do it anyway. Whirlwinded up. That was pathetic. That was so pathetic. So pathetic, guys. Alright, Han, bring me back somebody. Yeah. You gotta do better than that, Leia. You're Relic 3. You should. That's a Relic 1 cat. Your damage should be more than that. We're gonna wrap it up soon because fortunately we just didn't get through that JML. But when I was looking through all the other people in this matchup, this was one of the... There's 3 of us here, so there's another 2 people that I think are threats, and this is one of those guys. There's another guy there that I suspect might just not participate because his squad was way too good. He had 5 Galactic Legends. The rest of them, I think I can win the next 2. At least that's what I'm hoping, because I need to stay in Kyber too. Let's look at these droids. What do we have here? We just don't have any damage. Other than HK, but I have a Gear 12 HK. Probe droid would be nice instead of like that chopper slot, because probe droid would, with the debuff, would be preventing them gaining buffs. But also healing up Bossk, so not that great. What I like here is that our boy IG-11 can dispel. Let's throw a Shaak here. Well, I probably shouldn't have taunted, actually. We're gonna go after Cad Bane, but we don't really have any damage that we can really do here. Or can we? I guess we might be able to take out Jango. I think that should be our goal. If we have any goal, it's let's take out Jango. They got the contract. Alright, let's do the AoE. Of all the characters, that was the worst the second worst possible one. Oh, Django. This is why I wanted to use Maul here, and why I didn't really think we had any chance. I'm really surprised that Nute and Dooku were working so well. It's the type of thing, if we had a full Nute squad, that maybe could have won. Definitely if Watt was in it. Alright, let's Rebel Assault this. I was hoping to do Rebel Assault as like a cleanup later. Here's what we'll do. Except there's no way this is going to work because the mechanics of casting and rely on exposes, and those debuffs just don't work as well with Bossk, but maybe the gear's not here anyway. All right. Ooh. All right, we throw those up. Kind of working. Like, we did get a lot of damage from that. That's why we brought in these guys. But Bossk is going to taunt now. Yes, he won't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The feeling I'm getting, though, that Ackbar Omicron, the Fulcrum Relic is mandatory because that Gear 12 Fulcrum did nothing. And there's not shared offense. So if you don't have the Relic, then it's not going to work out, which is going to delay me considering it. Because I'm not sure if I can put that relic on anytime soon. I guess. I was hoping we could just pick this apart, but we're not even... We're barely scratching these other guys. See, look at that. Like, I get not hurting Bossk and Django, but Cad Bane is only Relic 1. Alright, we're gonna call it. We're just wasting time now. There's no other teams worth... Well, I guess we could throw in Tuskens. For fun. If I had like Finn, I want. Like, if you had Finn with that Rose, Omicron, and Trooper and Poe, that gets you a nice little exposed squad. So if I brought Finn back from JTR, I gotta move guys around. Let's throw in Tuskens and we're gonna call it. This video is long enough with this nonsense. And we'll bring in the Gamorrean. Okay, we are going to call it. I just have a recent talk video out on Second Sisters kit. I'm a huge fan of it. Looking forward to that squad because they come out tomorrow. And that Ackbar Omicron. Like it, but toying around with things, you gotta have that relic on Fulcrum. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.